Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 143. Yeah!
You're watching Bulletproof Underwear. With Yem and Flex.
I'm your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today, we've got for you, let me get this off. I can't see. My glasses are fogged up.
Oh, boy.
Today, we've got for you a very special guest. This is for the very first time.
Hello.
Very first time, we've got Halo player extraordinary, YouTuber, young man who's going places for sure, Mr. HawkeyeGUNS. Hawkeye! Yay!
I'm really happy to be on the show tonight. I had a whole speech plan, but I kind of just ate it.
Nobody ever gave a speech before.
No.
It's like, on behalf of the Academy.
I would like to thank Modest Major for pub stomping me 24/7.
Yeah. Really. So what is this thing that you've got on? This multicolored coat of many colors.
This is actually called a morph suit, and I actually got it. I think about maybe 2 years ago for Halloween, but I never wore it. And I actually use it in the place where I go to teach during the summertime. So I actually wear this full body morph suit in the summertime with other clothing on top of it. And what I do is I actually run around the whole camp with my arms flailing like a wacky inflatable tube man.
Yeah. I was just thinking like used car lot kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's accurate.
Woo!
Making my camera go nuts.
All right, so you look to be quite a thin individual.
I guess I am pretty thin. I've been told that my body is built for swimming, fighting, and dance, but I've never been really told I've been pencil. My dad got made fun of, though, for being said that he was riding a chicken because his legs were so skinny.
Oh, my.
Oh, no.
That's cold. All right, well, okay. All right, time to show the guns. HawkeyeGUNS, let's see the guns.
Okay. I actually called it guns because I outshot my instructor that day.
All right. Look at that. Yeah, he's no pencil. Nah. I'm not that much of a pencil. Me and Flex are pencils. We're old, scrawny old dudes compared.
Yeah.
That's fine.
In the prime of life. So that suit has like fingers and everything. It's like you're completely...
It's a full body suit. It's like a footy pajama, but with hands and a head.
That's cool.
Now, I've seen get-ups like that were all green for green screen effects.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some guy can come on the set behind a green screen and he's like holding something and it's levitating.
Yeah,
you can't see him.
Like, ooh.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
So you are a YouTuber.
Yeah, I guess I could call myself a YouTuber.
Oh, for sure. You do commentaries, you do live gameplays, lots of fun stuff. You just put out a video today. You put out a video yesterday.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I have content. I mean, I like to upload it.
What do you mean? I guess you could call you a YouTuber.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of refer to myself as a content creator. This way, I can actually say that to like other people outside of YouTube who don't understand gaming, and then I get them to look at my videos from an editing point of view.
All right, so you're a Oh, you just froze. You got this
Uh-oh.
pose like this. Oh, there you go. You unfroze. Uh-oh, Skype.
Am I still here?
Are you being naughty, Skype? Let's see.
Yeah, Skype's always naughty on my end. I'm so sorry about that.
That's all right. It's
okay.
It's clear on here. Okay. Sorry about my dog barking. Oh, my God.
I got two dogs. They're crazy.
So you're a content creator. When I think of content, it's like, well, you make Coca-Cola in your bathroom.
I guess that also implies content creator. So I guess yeah.
I'm making content. Yeah.
I'm just making content. It's okay.
I'm gonna bottle it later. Right now we're just putting in the sugar and.
Yeah.
I never heard it described as sugar.
That's it. Well, I have a very sparsely populated YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel. Now, Flex, you got a pretty active channel. You do vlogs a lot.
Yeah, I do a lot of vlogs.
You also do like dash cam videos. I noticed that.
Yeah. I thought I got an Ion Pro, so I do that every so often. And I think I made one.
It's
of
really cool when you add the music.
Yeah, I did one of me chasing the dog, and then the ones driving around with the music on. Of course, those all get hit because they got copyright.
Yeah. So you're getting copyright notification, but you're not getting like strikes against the channel, right? You're just getting like this video will not play on mobile devices or in Indonesia.
Yeah,
right?
they put the ad up.
Yeah, they do stuff like that.
They put the ad up, and then
that's why I always Oh, sorry to cut you off.
No problem. As long as you leave the ad up, then they're happy.
Now, if you did some things, you'd actually get a strike on the channel, which is like a different thing altogether.
Yeah.
So
I've heard of people getting strikes before. It's not fun.
Yeah, if you get 3 strikes, they just shut your channel down permanently. Your channel is just eliminated.
Yeah,
that would suck. That would suck so bad.
So bad. Like, can you imagine someone like, I don't know, like some big YouTuber, and then he gets a strike, like 3 strikes?
Yeah, I got 1.5 million subscribers, and I make my living on this, and I'm paying my mortgage and sending my kids to school.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, somebody didn't like that I put this little snippet of music.
That would be so bad. That would be so bad.
Yeah. Well, if that ever happened to Bulletproof, we would just reform like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yes.
Yeah, but we got 100 subscribers.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Yeah.
So, all right. So, what's your situation? You're a young fella, 19 years old. You're not that old. In Halo years, you're like in your prime and just almost start to get close to getting out of your prime.
Yeah, right around. I guess I guess if you had to put me into a category, I'd be like a Spartan 1 or Spartan 2. And I know Frozen Sword's going to hate me. I'm like calling that out.
So are you kind of a lore guy?
I actually used to only play Halo exclusively for the campaign. That's what got me into Halo.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll talk about Halo in just a minute here.
Yeah.
All right. So you are you're living at home, right?
Yep.
Okay. So are you going to school? Are you working? You just being a gigolo or what?
I'm actually homeschooled, and I actually do school pretty much when I'm not editing, when I'm not gaming. I'm doing school or I'm packing at the moment.
Packing? You're going to move, right?
I'm actually in the process of moving. Today I actually spent the day packing up the whole garage, and that was interesting when a box kind of tried to suicide kamikaze me.
Let's hope it wasn't full of anvils and irons. And
Nah. We don't have any
iron
anvils
skillets.
Here. Nah, we just have giant safes and stuff, pianos.
Yeah. Well, it's like I always thought that was funny. It was like a thing drops on somebody. It's like, you know what? They should actually show the blood splattering and like the broken bones sticking out the sides. That would.
Yeah,
that would. I feel like that's like the current day.
That's it. So what do you?
Like that's something that like current day animations do.
Oh, you're freezing up on me here. Oh, there you go. There you're back. All right. So whereabouts in this wide world do you live? Do you call home?
So me being military, I actually have lived almost all along the East Coast. I originated from South Carolina, but I didn't even know the place no more than about a few months, and then I moved after I was born to a few other places, and then I ended up in West Virginia, and that's where I stayed for a while. And growing up in West Virginia, I feel like I'm one of the few people who grew up in redneck country not wanting to be a redneck.
Well, that's funny because you have this thick, almost indecipherable Southern drawl.
Really?
Just kidding. Not at all. Not at all.
Uh-uh.
Not a trace. Not even a hair of like
linking your chain, man.
No, but right now I'm in North Carolina and actually moving up to Maryland.
Wow. So how is it that you talk the way you do when you were raised in all these places?
Well, I guess as a kid, I didn't really have many friends because I moved around. But the thing that I noticed the most that really got me, like, I learned more about my speech was by I think my mom and dad and also TV, which I don't like. That's already
weird.
I
get it.
Yeah, but like my mom and dad, they taught me correct pronunciation and stuff, or pronunciation.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, pronunciation and edumacation, all that weird stuff. But but yeah, I kind of looked at stuff and like I know friends nowadays who are very stereotypical redneck, and I can't really say I want to be like that. Like when your biggest interest is mudding, I can't have a great conversation with you.
Oh,
okay.
I understand completely. I come from Minnesota, so I mean,
well, you guys got plenty of mud.
You're in the fucking redneck capital of the world here, man. I mean, it's like.
Well, I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. You know, I live in Oakland and I work in San Francisco, and I haven't done mudding even once this week. Not once.
What the hell?
I know. It's just,
dude. It's the most. It's like better than NASCAR. Oh,
oh, better than NASCAR? Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry. I have to go. I'm gonna have to go. Everyone American hates me now.
So you spent time in North Carolina, and you're not like in love with NASCAR. I'm sure that they wanted to basically tar you and feather you and ride you out of town on a rail.
Either that, or they were gonna like kick me out of restaurants for eating too much. One of the two.
Eating too much in North Carolina?
You got a healthy appetite, do you?
My philosophy on food is if it is food, I intend to eat it.
So you're saying you're not picky?
No, I have yet to find food that I do not like. Well,
sushi? What about sushi?
I like sushi. I like spicy Chinese, Asian, Cantonese. I like American.
Okay,
Spanish.
how about squid?
I actually went to Dominican Republic and I tried calamari, and I thought it was actually pretty nice.
Wow.
Prepared properly, it is pretty good.
Prepared properly, it is nice. Octopus it was weird, but it was still good. It was like a chewy. It's like a chewy chicken.
Yeah.
When you go for octopus, you want to make sure that you get a lot of the smaller tentacles. You know, those are the tender ones. Those are the small tentacles.
Yeah, they served them like they were like little bite-sized octopi.
Join the octopi movement.
The octopi movement.
The 99% octopi.
Well, I mean, it's like you could say octopuses or octopi, octopi.
Now, octopuses sounds like you're getting into dirty territory.
That is a little bit dirty territory. Actually, wasn't there a James Bond movie called
Octopussy?
It was called Octopussy.
Mm-hmm.
The character was Octopussy, the female character.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't she like a lesbian though, Flex?
That was
Maud Adams? I don't know.
Yeah, didn't she in the character? Wasn't she a lesbian?
I don't remember actually.
I don't know if Jim swooned her or not.
Well, he bedded down his share. Remember that girl in the very first beginning sequence, and she was like, he found her, and she was naked, and she was totally painted gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what sparked the controversy about like, oh, if a human is painted gold, they're gonna die.
Right. And it's proven that it's absolutely true.
Yeah,
Just kidding.
So much chemicals.
No. See, you have to leave one patch unpainted. I don't know. Does it have to be like an inch square? Does it have to be like 6 inches? I mean, how much of you can you not gold up?
For all I know, they're like keeping the genitals uncovered. Who knows?
Yeah.
I got too weird. Sorry.
Now, if you get too much gold paint up into the bung, you could have some.
One thing about BPU is you're going to find out it doesn't get too weird.
Okay.
No, not at all. It doesn't get weird at all. So let's play the "What are you drinking" game here. I'm having the diet squirt this time.
I am actually having water. You cannot see it, although you can see the mug. It's right around the size of my head.
Well, let's see what that mug says. Hold it up to the cameras here. It's Happy St. Patrick's Day. Well, you're just a little late and $1 short.
Just a little late, but I have my other mug, which is a clay bake mug.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's cool.
That looks like something you'd find at the Pimp's Ball.
No, it looks like something you drink meat out of.
Yeah, it is actually. Actually, it's a flower pot. Oh, sorry about that. It's a flower pot.
One time. Me and my friend were out one night, and he happened to have a bong, and he brought it home, and he stopped in the entryway of the house.
Yeah.
And he set it down on the entry table, went into the kitchen, got a sandwich, went upstairs and left it sitting there. And when he came down in the morning, there was flowers in it and a note from his stepmom asking him to keep his crap out of the way so that she didn't have to tell her kids that his bong was a vase.
Oh, that's good. That is actually pretty funny.
It was.
All right, so something you need to know. So
yeah, flowers.
So you're homeschooled, which would imply that you're like a clean living fellow. Me and Flex come from a background where we used to do naughty things, each of us in our own way. We didn't know each other back then, but like he was sort of a bad influence person, and I was sort of a bad influence person. But see, all that's behind me, and I'm going to assume it's still the case for Flex, unless something happened this weekend that I didn't know about.
Flex is just sitting there, his evil grin.
Yeah. Now, see, I smoke. Okay, but like, all right, give me that. Give me that.
Angel.
I mean, people smoke. I mean, I'm not really going to hate you if you smoke. I mean,
okay,
not
well,
for me, but I mean, that's for you. That's all.
Skype is good, but it's not that good. It's not like you're going to get my secondhand.
I've been around some people who smoke. I mean, I've been around people who smoke marijuana and stuff. So I mean, it's not a big deal for me. I mean, I don't feel attracted to it. I mean, just me personally.
All right. Well, I would hate to see you any more hopped up than you actually are in real life. Actually, that would be hard to actually imagine. You know, I was telling Flex. I was telling Flex. You know, this guy. I finally got a chance to play with him last week. And it's like, it's
that
true.
was really fun.
It's true. He is just as nutty and whack and like just like I thought he would be.
There actually was a moment of that game where you were crouching and you were walking around, and I was following you like on your team, and I was like, "Okay, where are we going? Where are we going, leader?"
I was probably trying to heal up and just stay off the radar just long enough because I kept getting my butt shot. It's like
I know.
I was the bottom of that lobby every single game.
I was second bottom, so you cannot say that I'm better than you.
You
and I were tied.
There was a point when you were close. I was only like a couple of kills below you. I was like, oh my God, maybe if I really turn it on, I won't be the bottom this time.
Well, I mean, things happen.
Yeah, we were playing doubles, you know, two people on a team. And
oh God, that was both the best time and the most hectic I've ever experienced.
What'd you play that
on? Master Chief Halo 3.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of that map we kept playing over and over again?
Guardian.
Yeah.
The green one. That's a really good map.
That's a good map, but I don't know it real well because I didn't ever play Halo 3. Mm-hmm. And I have to admit, you know, when Halo Master Chief was like so problematic, I kind of just like, all right.
Yeah.
I went back to Halo 4 on the 360, and I was playing Call of Duty, and I was playing single-player games. It's like, just wake me up when it's ready, when it's ready.
Wake me up when it's all over.
Yeah. So what have you done in that great period of time when Master Chief was not working just as it should?
I was one of those salty people. I went to Halo Reach.
Oh, my.
Yeah, don't kill me, but I actually really enjoyed it, and I didn't get any high multi-kills. I didn't get a single overkill, but I did get a lot of nice single clips, which I hope to upload soon.
Reach was my first Halo.
It was my second.
I didn't start with... I played the other ones, but really, Reach was the Halo that I started playing multiplayer.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I'm the scrub. I'm Halo 4, so...
Hey. Halo 4 was the first game that I actually started to become good at. Halo Reach and Halo 3, I was considered pub stomp trash.
You were the pub stomped.
I was the pub stomped. I was the little Goombas in Mario.
All right. So this is so you went back to the well for Reach. I went to Halo 4. Some people went back to Halo 3 on the 360. Mm-hmm. Some people just took up Destiny and just never looked back.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Destiny during the time period. I will say I actually enjoyed myself there. It was kind of surprising.
Well, now, are you still playing Destiny?
No, because MCC is working enough for me to use it, and I don't intend to play another game until Halo 5.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, okay, so just this week, Flex and I got Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, which is the newly remastered. It includes the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2, which for the Xbox 360. We got it for PS4. We're by gamers.
Yeah. I'm okay with either people. I like all people.
Yeah. Well, now I definitely could say that I'm primarily an Xbox guy because almost all my friends are Xbox people. But we got a couple of good friends that are PlayStation, and they're good folks.
Actually, wasn't that the last person you had on the podcast?
Yeah, Toby.
Toby was a PS player, and she was into the Call of Duty or
she was
Borderlands?
Call of Duty. Well, she started off getting into multiplayer with Call of Duty, and she was pretty, pretty hardcore. I mean, we're talking about a 50-year-old woman.
Yes, yeah. So I mean,
she kicks ass.
If they're going into Call of Duty at like 50 years, they're like, I'm gonna destroy everything.
I mean, is that cool or what? 50-year-old
That's actually
ladies.
really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, we like her a lot.
And she would be playing Halo if she had an Xbox. I can just tell you that.
That is, I feel like that would be a thing. And I feel like I would end up getting destroyed by her.
Yeah. Well, she's very charismatic, just like yourself. Everybody who plays with her always has a good time because she's very vocal in the game and she's very funny in the game. And it's always a gas to play with Toby. Right now, me and Flex are getting schooled because she maxed level, several characters on Borderlands. Oh yeah. She already played through the pre-sequel on the PS3. So when it came out for PS4, she was like, more. I want more.
Yeah, give me more. It's kind of like people on Destiny.
Did you ever play Borderlands?
I actually, this is a little bit embarrassing, but probably one of the only games I've ever played in my entire Halo career, or any career, is just Halo. Growing up, I played a lot of Lego games, and it's the one Sonic game that everyone hated. But I played a lot of games, but as I got older, I determined all the time I spend playing on multiple games, I could spend playing on one game. And that's how I actually started to improve my skill as a Halo player, is because I only spent my gaming time on just Halo.
Well, it's true. That's how you get better. It's like me and Flex both started off like our multiplayer. Like we got seriously into multiplayer, I guess, with Call of Duty, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the first year,
we hung with a clan.
Pretty dismal.
Hung with a clan that we weren't really happy with.
Yeah.
I remember clan days in Halo 3. I remember those days.
Were you ever kicked out of a clan, or did you ever kick anybody out of a clan?
I don't fully... I can't tell if I was being trolled or not, looking back at the memory. But when I was a little kid and I was playing Halo 3, I was made sniper leader, and that made no sense to me looking back at it. I look back at it, and it was literally I won one game with the sniper rifle, and then I was made leader. I'm not sure that was a legitimate clan.
Did you guys have like a YouTube channel and a website?
Nah, I don't even think these kids knew what YouTube was. That was like early 2000, maybe 9.
Oh,
ages ago.
Well, that was right when YouTube was starting to take off. Yeah, that's going into my montage. That'll go into my montage.
Yeah. I haven't said that since Halo 4. Well, I did say that recently. I'm not gonna say a lot because I don't know who's gonna watch it, but I did get a special clip on a person who's a really good player, and that's all I'm going to say is it's a special clip.
Does this player have an English accent or an American accent?
They have an English accent. They do have an English accent. I made him so mad he didn't talk to me the rest of the game. I made him he was just so salty, and I was very happy. I kind of squeal like a little pig.
Okay, so this video is coming out when? Tomorrow?
No, this actually is so you all know the little I guess series I'm doing, OM.
Right.
This is actually in, I'm not going to say what number, but it's the last OM.
Okay, so by the time this comes out on Monday, this will come out on Monday lunchtime, so it won't have come out yet.
It will not have come out yet. This video will be, it might be about a month, maybe a few weeks before, because I'm still editing it. I'm editing it right now.
Okay.
I'm editing it actually along with another project.
All right, so everybody psych yourselves up. Psych yourselves up. So in a few weeks' time, you'll have this clip to watch, and make sure to leave nasty comments. You know,
we're gonna turn angry lettuce loose on you, man.
I know there's gonna be one. Like the guy, he's gonna make a comment, and he's gonna be like, I still got so and so on you. I know he's gonna do that.
Yeah, but you're not gonna put those clips up.
Who was this that angry lettuce didn't like? Who was it that angry lettuce didn't like somebody? He was mean to him on the comments.
Oh, who was this? I think I know.
Was that Logan Grimnar?
How can you hate Logan Grimnar?
How can you hate Logan? He's the nicest guy.
No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else that was really nice.
Well, if anybody was ever mean or made a troll comment to Logan, it's like, oh my God.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't to him, man.
You know, Logan is a fucking beast.
Yeah,
I know.
Recently, I've played it. I haven't played with him recently, but like the last time I played with him, it's like I can play with him in a custom game and I can do really well. But as soon as we get into matchmaking, he's able to stay alive where I'm able to just die, and it's amazing for me to play with him.
Yeah. Well, it's like whenever my win-loss needs a boost, you know, we just get in a lobby with him, and it's like win every game. It's like no matter how bad I do, we win every game.
I have a few friends like that on my friends list that I don't play with them because I know I'm gonna get either like the scrub lobbies or I'm gonna get the hard lobbies.
Well, no, so that's the magic of editing, I guess, because you're claiming that you're not that good, but watching your videos doesn't indicate that at all. It indicates that you're a badass. Your
the
videos,
the recent clips that you've seen are actually all old. Like OMs, they're literally like 2 years, maybe 3 years old. The clips from OM, but some of the stuff nowadays, what I find myself doing on Halo nowadays is I go into a game and I'm trying to get a certain clip. Like today, I got a triple kill quickscope pickup snipe on CE. And I was yeah! I went nuts. I've been trying to get a triple kill for the past week. I can't get one.
Yeah. Okay. So when we see it, it's going to look effortless, and like, you know, I got 3 of these before I even, you know, settled into my chair.
Yeah. Sure. No, like none of the editing. Like I'll just play a game, and if nothing actually happens in the game that's worth uploading, I won't keep the game unless I got to get a good spree. I actually I like to keep sprees for commentaries.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's talk your nuts and bolts here. Your gear. It's like all right. So you edit on what software?
Sony Vegas Pro 13.
Ooh, Pro.
Mm-hmm. I know my friend gives me a hard time on it all the time, but I kind of cracked it a little bit to get it because I'm so sorry. It's one of the biggest times I've ever stolen something. I'm sorry.
It's like it's how much? Is it like $600, $800, something like that?
You're making me. I really sound bad. I really feel bad.
This is grand theft. This isn't
Grand Theft Auto right here, man.
This isn't piddly stuff. This is not like you downloaded an MP3.
No, I think it's only like $60.
No. Vegas Pro?
Pro? 600.
this isn't the newest one. This is an older one.
No, but even the older ones, it's like Vegas Pro. I think is like 5, 6. It's like yeah. I just use the Vegas Movie Studio, which is there is nothing that I can conceive in my brain that I can't do on Movie Studio on.
Oh
Vegas.
Yeah.
It's just like regular Vegas. It's just like I don't know what
It's
regular
nice.
Vegas does that this doesn't do, but it's like anything that I can conceive in my brain, it's like I can make happen on the screen.
Yeah, like if you wanted to make the screen let's start shaking and everything, you could probably do that.
Yeah, I could do that. Well, I mean, I couldn't cut out a person in the video and have them moving
Yeah, I can't do
against
that
the
either.
green screen or something like that. But I can just do regular green screen. I've done that.
Yeah. I'm still trying to get the hang of that. I want to do it for like a project in the future. I don't even know what the project's going to be, but I know I want to do it eventually.
Yeah, I've got a green placard, just this big piece of paper. It's like cardstock. It's green, and I've also got like this big ass like blanket kind of thing that's green. You can string it up on.
Yeah, I have a big old blanket. I actually used that as like a toga belt one day. It was so long.
Get another one of those like tight fitting suits.
Get another
There you
morph suit. I could get one of those. Actually, yeah, I could probably use this thing as a toga.
All right. So you capture your gameplay with what?
I actually toga. I actually captured it with an Elgato, the old one.
All right, that's what we use. Yeah.
Yeah, like when I started out, I actually started out, and you won't find any of these videos because me being a stupid teenager long ago, I deleted all my old videos, which was a terrible mistake because I wish I had them because I could look back at them. But
yeah, just make them private from now on.
Yeah, I know that's what I do. But what I did was I actually recorded with an iPad.
Like what? Do you just like film the TV?
I would film the TV with the iPad, and I would stand right next to the iPad commentating over the thing.
Wow. Well, that works. That works.
That's actually...
The earliest days of
works.
YouTube,
So, I mean, that's what I did.
when gaming content was very first up on YouTube, that's how people were doing it. I mean, the Hawkeye was the device that sparked the revolution. But before that, people were just using video cameras.
Video cameras. Yep.
Yeah, they're just using video cameras, plugging it into the TV. I know Wadley Acha, he was doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a tripod, you could actually have fairly decent quality.
Yeah, I didn't have a tripod, so what I used a music sheet holder, and then I put that on a chair just so it would be level with the TV.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
It took me forever to get it. One of my uploads was upside down, and I didn't realize it.
Well, you can always go into Sony and flip it.
I actually might do that. I might do that now just for gee whiz. I feel like I can do that and I'd get away with it just because they're like it's Hawkeye. He's just doing weird stuff again.
It's like I'll just watch the video like this.
Actually, it was so funny. I actually looked at statistics, and most people watch YouTube on their computers.
I thought most people watched them on their devices nowadays.
I did too. But I found out, like statistics, that most people watch content on the computer, which is a bit weird.
Well, I mean, I know that was definitely true a few years ago, but I thought by now probably it's like phones and pads.
Yeah, I mean, like when I watch YouTube, I like to watch it on my like a little tiny little crappy little track phone, just because I find it portable. Like I can carry it with me throughout the house. Like whenever I'm listening to one of your guys' podcasts, I'll just put it in my pocket, and I'll be able to listen to everything that happens. Yeah.
Well, like long form, that's what I do too. I don't even look at, I like a lot of podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
And the longer the better.
That's why I like it when you all like get a good old long podcast, because then I got something to listen to while I do my school.
Yeah. Well, I listen to podcasts every single day on my commute to and from work. I use the podcast app, and I listen to a lot of gaming podcasts. Like just today on the way home, I listened to the latest IGN podcast Beyond, which is funny. It's a PlayStation podcast.
Really?
But they also put out podcasts Beyond. No, not Podcast Beyond. Podcast Unlocked, which is an Xbox podcast. So I listened to both of them.
Oh, I get why it's called Unlocked. Achievement Unlocked. That's clever.
Yeah,
That's clever.
Well, there's like one guy who's on both podcasts, but they talk about just games in general and the industry and publishers, and it's just interesting. But I also like to listen to, like this morning I listened to Star Talk, which is Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, I've heard a few of those.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking science geek kind of stuff. Yeah, and it's like it's like. Another one I like is these two weird ladies who have a podcast called Stuff You Missed in History, and they just have like historical stuff
weird
dredged up that you never heard of, and they researched it. And it's like, goodness. This is like whatever.
Some weird shit.
I feel like I would enjoy that because that's like the weird stuff. I have a sister; she's big into history. And I feel like if I told her those things, stuff like I heard on there, I feel like she would not believe me. She's like, "You're lying. That never happened."
Yeah, well, stuff you missed in history. Look it up. These
Stuff
two very
you
nice
missed in
ladies. But what's funny is on these podcasts that are big enough that you can easily find them. Now, there's millions and millions of podcasts that you can't find easily.
Hundreds.
Yeah, but the big ones, like I use Stitcher on my phone. The ones that they'll show up at the top of searches, they're like, they have like sponsors and they do ads. Like, this episode is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club.
Apple will train you how to do that. I mean, Apple's got a whole site just for doing podcasts. And believe me, doing a podcast, a true Apple podcast, is a major league pain in the ass.
Really? Well, see, that's the gold standard of podcasts is the Apple podcast. Right. I mean, that's the app that gets the most traffic. It's like most of the big podcasts, they'll be on Apple, they'll be on iTunes, but they'll be also on Podbean and Stitcher and whatever a couple of other things are. Flex, maybe we should put our BPUs out on one of these things.
That like post like one of your older ones there and see how it goes.
We could.
That would actually be really cool if like it starts taking off. That would be like really epic.
This episode is brought to you by Trunk Club. If you're too busy to go clothes shopping, once a month a package will come to you.
Oh my gosh! I never understood why people like are so lazy. They don't want to have like their groceries come to their house or something, or like they have like food come to them for like loot crates and stuff.
Well, I love having pizza delivered.
Oh, yeah. Pizza and, like, Chinese food, that's one thing. But, like, clothing? I don't know.
Okay. I'm guilty of this.
Oh, let me see.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
See that?
All right, well, that looks like it was shipped there. Like Like you ordered it.
Yeah, I ordered it. It.
Yeah, I've ordered a few things. Y'all remember when those commercials for the Fushigi ball came out?
No.
I'm not sure if y'all remember those. I was one of those people who bought into it and bought it off of the TV, and I learned how to do it, and it was always fun.
Well, was that some sort of a thing that you kick or something?
No, it's like I can't really describe it. It's like it's a magic trick. It makes you look like you're defying gravity.
Oh, okay. Is that like the little worm squirmy things or whatever?
No, it's like let me see if I can get it for you.
Watch.
It's like a glass ball. Like it's like they do in the labyrinth. Like the balls in the labyrinth.
Okay.
It's just a glass ball, but the thing about it is there's special tricks you do which make it look like it's not moving. Like it's like not moving.
Like it's hanging in space.
Yeah, like it's hanging in space. And so I haven't mastered it, of course, but there's special like hand tricks you do with it, and it makes it look like it's floating.
Is that good for getting chicks?
No, not at all. Don't take my word on getting chicks.
It has not got a great track record for that.
You're just in a Rubik's Cube either, man. That doesn't impress them.
Hey, I have a Rubik's Cube, and I solved it.
Oh,
and
my.
That has never picked up a girl. Never.
Well, you know what else doesn't pick up chicks is being really good at video games. I don't think that is like a big attraction at this point, but I could be wrong. I mean, things could have changed.
Wait.
people might have changed. I feel like the only way that would be is if you're getting to like a certain age group. Like you'd have to get them at a certain time, and then they think it's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Like if you're in junior high school or elementary school, maybe they might think, "Oh my God, how long did you take you to beat?"
If that was the case, chicks would be like everyone would be over like the YouTubers 24/7, the gaming YouTubers.
Well, I think the YouTubers, the big guys,
Okay,
like the esport guys, they have groupies. Seriously.
Oh yeah, they have groupies, and it's funny how the stereotype is that only guys game, but then when you go to like one of those events, you actually see a lot of girls that go there.
Yeah, yeah. There's lots of gals, but see how many of them are accompanying your boyfriends. You don't know.
Is something.
I don't know.
Who knows?
When you go to Comic-Con, man, they have that cosplay shit, and that's really cool.
Yeah, you can't say no to that.
No, you can't.
It's like Halloween. All the girls use that as an opportunity. It's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, Flex is there with a big smile on his face. Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, baby.
Now,
Yeah.
I'd like to see a really good Cortana cosplay. Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Nothing but blue airbrush paint.
That sounds like it'd be like another, like that could be confused if a cosplay of like the avatars from that movie.
Yeah, yeah. Well, actually, I've seen like pictures of people cosplaying. There's like plenty of people who do Master Chief,
yeah.
and people try to do Cortana. It doesn't ever work.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed. They can't really, like, you can get Master Chief just right, but you can't really get the Cortana.
Nobody is.
Weird.
I mean, even if you're built, even if you're like,
even if you're somehow built like an AI person, somehow like it doesn't fit.
Yeah.
It's
well,
weird.
I mean, blue leotard and a wig just isn't going to cut it. You have to actually go the extra mile and just we're gonna paint your naked body.
We're gonna paint.
You know who's the most played cosplay?
Was it
Velma from Scooby Doo.
Oh.
Velma from Scooby Doo.
I don't doubt it. I bet you that I know the reason why. Because
She's hot.
Because unhot chicks can do that.
That is.
I
don't know, man. Some of them cosplay chicks that did Velma were pretty hot. Oh.
Well,
I'm afraid to say anything without being.
Well, see, you can do a hot version of Velma. You can. You can get a built chick, to do Velma, but not so great looking girls could still do Velma. Just the glasses, and
the orange shirt and the skirt. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's the hot one's name that has the scarf?
Oh, Daphne.
Daphne. Yeah. Daphne.
I never liked her when I watched the old TV show growing up.
I thought she was a bitch.
I'm doing Shaggy right now.
You got the shag. Yeah, you and Bo. I feel naked now here. I got like nothing. I'm should hide my face.
Are you saying that you don't subscribe to Dollar Shave Club?
No, my dad has a beard, and it's made me so jealous because he comes home and he's just like, "Look what I got. You don't have that yet."
Ah, there you go.
It makes me jealous sometimes.
When I was in high school, man, I could grow a full beard in a week, man.
I know people who are like that. I don't grow it that easily.
They skid in the bars and stuff. And
well, I don't focus on the beard hair so much. I'm more into
that.
This right here. I look like Zach Wilde, with brunette hair. I don't know.
I was noticing that when you turned your head. I'd never noticed that before. I was like, oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. See, that goes back to my days as a wannabe guitar player. It's like I just never had the heart to cut it off.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was when you were a leftist guerrilla in Nicaragua.
Yeah, that's it. Well, speaking of music, and speaking of like buying stuff, like having it delivered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tuesday, I got this delivered. It's like I had a wild hair up my butt, and I even spoke about it on the last podcast.
Yeah.
In junior high and high school, I used to play the cornet. And I had this, this crazy desire to go get a trumpet.
You did.
I did. I got a trumpet.
Oh my gosh!
It's made in China, but it's like it's beautiful. The action is great. I can't play for crap. It's like great, huh?
You're getting better.
Encore.
You're getting better.
I'm getting better.
Actually getting better. Well, I mean, nobody learned an instrument without like having to start off terribly.
See, the thing is with a trumpet, though, you have to build up your lip because it's like I've only got like 5 minutes that I can play, and my lip is gone. I can't even make a sound out of it.
Yeah, I know. Like, what is it? There's another instrument that the shofar. That's one that takes a lot of pursing of lips.
The shofar?
It's like how do I describe it? It's like a giant ram's horn.
Oh, yeah. I think Metallica was using it in their last concert, right? And AC/DC's got a shofar guy. And
yeah, like it sounds good when you get someone to do it, but when you get like an amateur, it doesn't sound really good. I've done that before. It's nasty.
AC/DC, man. I'm so bummed that Malcolm got sick in AC/DC. But they're going to tour, so I'll have to make sure
so what's wrong with him?
He had a stroke.
Ooh. Wow. Can he still play?
No.
Uh-oh. That's kind of serious, dude.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They're going to tour without him. They're going to do one last tour.
So are they going to just bring in a guy
sad.
to cover for him?
His son, maybe?
Well,
Wow.
that would be cool.
That actually is a big honor that the kid's getting.
A relative. I don't know if it's the son, but it's a relative, I think.
But, yeah, a relative. Either way, I mean, that's still a pretty big honor.
Well, aren't three of them related anyway? Angus and Malcolm are brothers.
They're brothers, and the singer is not related.
No.
Okay.
Brian Johnson isn't, and the drummer isn't.
Okay.
So
there's only 4 of them, right?
The drummer just got charged with trying to hire a hitman.
Really?
Wow.
Dirty deeds done dirt cheap.
I heard about that in the news.
Yeah.
Thing is, those dirty deeds are not dirt cheap. They cost a lot.
Yeah, that's like, I don't understand why you would like pay out the nose to have someone killed. Like, I'm just saying, like, logical sense, that's not exactly the best bet.
Okay, so let's look at this. Like, I think if you actually do want someone dead, like, why would you hire a hitman? Because you're thinking, like, I want them to be dead, but I don't want to get.
I don't want to blame.
I don't want to blame. I don't want to go to prison for it. So I'm going to hire a hitman and pay him, $20,000 to do this job. But see, I contend that you're more likely to go to prison if you hire the hitman than if you do the job yourself.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
This got dark. We went from hot girls to, like, murdering people.
Well, I mean, it's like, if you are going to hire a hitman, it's like now this guy knows. He knows.
Now this guy knows. But
Let someone in.
And what if he gets arrested down the road, 5 years from now? It's like,
or what if he gets bribed?
Yeah, it's like he's got some info and he could spill, and then you're messed up.
Oh, good Lord. I remember there was a episode or something I saw which was like how to become invisible, how to have a new life, and it was like weird.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Really? How to like go off the grid and then?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
tells you how to get off the grid. You have to dump Social Security and everything else.
Yeah, you got to start all over, and I think that's too much hassle.
Well, you probably don't want to have a YouTube series like how to go invisible. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm
my Facebook.
Shifty McShift on Twitter.com.
Yeah.
Now, see, in Breaking Bad, they, did you watch Breaking Bad?
You remember when I said I don't really game other games except Halo?
Yeah.
I'm not actually a big TV person or movies.
Well, I'm not a big TV guy, but there's some.
All right, I will admit I watched a little bit of Doctor Who, a little bit of Breaking Bad, like maybe half of Simpsons, and maybe a fourth of a Game of Thrones. Nothing really retained my attention long enough. Like gaming didn't. The gaming gave me the dopamine. The movies and the TV really didn't.
Right. Well, I'm the same way. I spend the vast majority of my screen watching time. If I'm not playing a game, then I'm watching something.
Somebody else playing it.
You know, I'm watching Twitch or I'm watching YouTube. There's like anything you want is on YouTube. I mean, if you want to, you know, if you want to watch gaming, you know, or a Bulletproof Underwear, you got that.
Yeah, you can watch a Bulletproof Underwear. Subscribe now.
That's it. But, you know, if you want to watch a documentary about, you know...
mitochondrians or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's on there. There's probably 100 videos about that.
Yep.
Maybe less.
Maybe less on mitochondria, but...
Yeah, maybe less. But there's definitely lots of videos out there on almost every subject.
Yeah. Now, if you want to watch cute cats, there is virtually an unlimited supply.
Good Lord. I think my cat limit videos reached its peak when my friends and my brother forced me to watch a video of parading cats.
Parading? Was it
like,
a pride parade? Were they gay cats?
No. No, it was actually just cats, but they were in a marching band. It was animated and it was cartoony, and I watched it, and from the first 2 seconds I hated it. And I don't like hating something. That's a strong word, but I didn't like it at all, and I was very angry with that they forced me to watch it.
Oh my God. Now see, there is no limit to how much squirrels riding on like water skis that I can't watch. It's like I can watch an unlimited amount of squirrels riding water skis.
Yes, I would pay money to see a live concert of that. I would pay money to see a live concert of that. I probably would throw nuts at the squirrel just to see if
or maybe a monkey in a cowboy suit riding a dog. See, that's good TV.
See, this is quality showtime that we are creating right here. Quality showtime.
Right. So are you up on all the internet memes, like, you know, all the viral videos that go out and stuff? I used to be.
I used to be. I remember there was a channel that I used to watch to always stay up on it. That was, I think, Equals 3. I'm not sure if you guys ever heard of it.
I used to watch G4 TV. You know, it's like Attack of the Show would always.
Yeah, I remember Attack on the Show.
Yeah, you'd always be able to know what's the latest. You know, like guy, you know, crushing his nuts. You know, doing a stunt.
Of course, there's hundreds of those videos out there. There's hundreds, and it never gets old.
Never gets old.
People find a way to make pain look more appealing. I don't know how.
Because there's just something funny about a guy getting kicked in the balls, man.
Yeah.
Or
a good face plant. I like when a chick does a face plant. You know, when some fat gal does a face plant. See, that's always really good.
Oh, good Lord.
Now, see, we sometimes will we'll say something just to be, pretend offensive, like
inflammatory.
Oh yeah, we are feigning the offense. We are feigning it.
That's right.
We're just a little inflammatory.
Although I have to say, you know, me and Flex are sort of a similar mind. We're pretty irreverent, not easily offended by stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's one thing that I actually have had to learn in life is let everything run off your back like water off a duck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's one thing I found out in life, which is in my opinion, it's one of the most useful ways of being able to meet people.
Yeah. Well, no, you're a very outgoing fellow. You're what's the word I'm looking for? It's just like you're upbeat.
Yeah.
You're upbeat. You're quirky. All those things. It's like I don't think you probably have a hard time, you know, meeting people. You probably, you know, make a new friend just about every day, right?
I don't make a friend every day, but like I like being able to look at someone and like if I'm at a Walmart, like I went to the Walmart recently to get duct tape, and I walked in, and the guy at the phone register, he was trying to get me to come over and sell. And he asked me, hey, how you doing? And I smiled, and I looked at him and said, I'm doing actually pretty good. How about you? And he's like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. And he started smiling. And then when I passed him again, he was smiling for the rest of the time. And it's little stuff like that. Like, I'm not sure if you ever watched the movie Patch Adams.
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, like little stuff like that. Like Patch Adams' philosophy on how to be nice to people, like the little smile thing that he does in the beginning, that is kind of like my philosophy. Because growing up, I was bullied, and I never wanted to do that to people. So I've grown up being as kind as possible.
So you're a nice guy.
I try my best to be a nice guy. I will admit I have had a few rages here and there. Everyone loses their temper every once in a while, but I try my hardest to be kind. I mean, why would I not want to treat someone with kindness and not expect kindness?
Right. Well, see, that's one thing about our gaming community. It's like I think we're pretty much populated by a lot of really nice people. I mean, there's some.
Oh yeah.
There's a few jerks that are out there on Twitter and stuff.
Jerks. Oh yeah. But that's like with every community, no matter where you go.
That's no way to talk about me.
Yeah, actually, me and Flex we're the exception. We're the dickwads, It's like everybody hates us. Nobody.
We're the dickwads in the forum.
I don't understand how people can hate you guys. You guys are awesome.
No. I don't think we got too many haters.
I don't think you have any haters, dude. I think you may have like one guy who's salty, but he's salty about everything.
Yeah. Well, see, that attitude will carry you far, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Positive attitude, man. Got to have a positive attitude, man.
Okay, at 19, then you must be thinking about, what do I, James Hawkeye, want to do with myself? What are some of your goals? What are you thinking about?
One of my goals is I'm verging on 3 different tiers, 3 different job applications that I feel like I could do really well, and that is a pilot, a architect, and a medical doctor, surgery doctor to be exact.
Okay. Well, you don't just fill out applications for those.
Oh no! All 3 of those require like a special school, and so my first year of college, I'm going to be taking all the general classes, and I'm going to focus on one each part. Like I'm going to focus on a little bit here and a little bit here, and I'm going to find out which one I like the most.
Okay.
Kind of like dipping your foot in the water, testing to see if it's.
Well, if you like the long green, the cash, the dough, then go doctor.
Yeah, I do, because that's something that everyone needs. That is something that everyone needs.
Everyone needs a doctor, and every doctor needs a Mercedes.
I've never heard that phrase before, but I like it. It's funny. I'm actually one of those guys who, if I did make a big salary, I probably would end up just buying a cheap car, just because it's like a better way to save money, I guess.
Oh, come on! You're going to get a Viper.
If I have to splurge on something, splurge on toilet paper. That's one thing I will say. If I could give it
2-ply.
Yeah, but like that's one thing my dad has taught me. If you have to splurge on something, splurge on toilet paper.
Well, if you're really going to splurge, you probably have a French, gold-plated bidet, so you don't even need any toilet paper.
I don't know, but when I rub my ass, I like using 2-ply.
It's like, well, if you're really, really well off, you can hire somebody to do it for you.
I never understood people's like idea, like what that made, like why they think that's like a sense of royalty almost.
My hands never go into my crack.
Never.
Wait till you have surgery on your arm that your dominant hand is, and you have to like take care of business, man.
I don't even have to readjust my own balls. Jeeves.
Thanks for sharing.
Actually, funny thing is, my brother calls me his butler.
You must be older brother.
I am the older I am the older brother.
Oh, you're the older brother. Okay, so how many brothers? How many sisters?
I have 5 sisters.
Wow, that's a lot of sisters.
Wow.
That is a lot, and 3 of them are older.
Ooh,
dang! Oh my god!
Hey, I'm watching you.
So did you like get beat up a lot, or did they like baby you?
So actually, I grew up without the 3 older ones in the house because they're already out of the house.
Oh, okay.
They're a lot older then.
Yeah, so I'm the old. Yeah, they're like maybe 20 years and 10 years older.
Wow. Your parents just like kept going.
They've been together almost 40 years.
Wow.
Wow. Well,
That's
my dad was very old when he had me. He was born
yeah.
in 1918.
Wow. That sounds almost around the time my dad was born. Almost.
Oh, really? Really? So your dad is an older fellow. So we're not old enough to be your dad.
No, I don't think you all are old enough. The problem with anyone I know in the Halo community saying that they're old enough to be my dad is none of them is the guy who walks in and he looks like he's about to he looks like he's like a lumberjack.
That's it. Well, see, we're actually old enough to be your dad, technically.
Yeah.
A 19-year-old, a 19-year-old child, I could have easily had a long time ago.
Does that? I think I'm the youngest guy who's been on this podcast.
Maybe I did.
No. We had Brendan Goforth. We had
you had Buckeye.
We had Buckeye.
Yeah.
He's younger. I think he's like 16.
No, we had Mitchell. He was like 13.
Wow.
No, I think Mitchell was like 15. That was a long time ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
I forgot entirely that Buckeye was on this podcast.
Now, see, you have a little bit in common. Like, he's also homeschooled, Halo player.
Yeah.
And you also have something in common with him. You have that radio announcer kind of voice.
Really? I've actually never been told that I had a radio announcer voice. I actually,
Really?
I've always been told that I'm the guy who would be in the background making sound effects, who would be like making all the weird stuff.
Really? You don't think so, Flex, that he's like got that kind of DJ sort of announcer?
You got the DJ voice going.
I think you do. Yeah, your videos come across like this is a guy with like 2.6 million subs. You know, this is like a professional.
Of course, what do I know? I'm going to sound like Tommy Chong, man, and look like him too.
Oh gosh.
So you're good at like cartoony kind of voices.
Yeah, I like I like to sometimes change my voice up now and again. I like to. I mean, I like to think so.
That's it.
There you go.
Well, you know, I have made in the past. I have made some machinimas.
Really?
Used funny voices. Yes, I have indeed. If you look up in my private channel, Larry of the FBI. That's my little series.
FBI.
That's funny.
I'm Larry.
I actually really want to watch this now.
Yeah, anyway, that's my masterpiece. That series. It's only 3 videos. But if I was ever going to make another machinima, and I've thought about it. Still got my green screen.
Yeah.
I got the Halo 4 green screen. It's like, I was thinking, I never made a Halo machinima.
I never did that.
But see, I wouldn't do like the kind of machinimas that most people do where it's like it's game related.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I would have like Larry of the FBI. It's just like, okay, that was a Call of Duty character.
Yeah.
But it was like not at all talking about anything related even remotely to the game.
It was
just
your
like,
own storyline.
Yeah. It's like I would just have like, okay, we got a couple of Halo characters, but they're talking
but they're doing their own thing, and they're not like doing the thing.
It's like a cut from an episode of Seinfeld or something with George and
Actually, one guy who actually influenced some of my videos a little bit is like I want to eventually make like a video where it's like I take Halo stuff and I change the entire plot of what people think of Halo. But I'm not sure if you've ever heard it. You ever heard of his channel name is Purple Eyes WTF?
No, never heard of him.
It's I can't describe it. It's like he takes like abridged, and he takes animes and he abridges them. But what he does is he takes the plot and he throws it out the window. You could come into any episode and it wouldn't matter what anime he's abridged. You will find it funny because it doesn't have a plot, and it's pure editing is crazy. The things that are happening are pure like just dumb stuff.
He's putting voices in their mouth. He's putting words in their mouth.
He's putting words and voices, and he's doing all the stuff his own. I watched it when I was a little bit younger, and then I watched it when I was older. And it wasn't until I watched it when I was older that I realized what some of the jokes were, and so it was even more funny to me.
There's some guy I have on my sub list. He makes really funny videos. He's kind of a hilarious dude.
Mm-hmm.
He takes infomercials, like the
Yeah.
slap chop, or
infomercials.
or whatever is like that towel that like super absorbent, was like that the goofy guy, and he'll like voice over and have him say stuff that's just ridiculous.
That sounds like this guy I watch.
Well, see that's the kind of machinima I would be interested in. So
I love stuff like that.
So yeah. If you ever get a call, like I might just like I need a funny voice.
I'm free and I have too much free time. I have too much free time.
So that brings me to the next point. So the Halo has not gotten you a girlfriend, apparently.
I actually have had a few. Growing up, I had a few girlfriends, but recently, I don't want to put myself in a position to date a girl because I don't think I don't have enough experience on life to do anything yet. I want to wait until I'm a little bit older and after I've settled into a career, and then I could actually start to go for a girl.
Okay.
I mean, me personally, I don't feel like I should go after them right now. I guess it's just my mindset.
Well, I applaud that.
I guess that's applaudable, but like in today's world, it's like, you don't have a girlfriend? What are you? Forever alone?
No, I think that's good. It's like, the first serious girlfriend I had, I was too serious,
Oh, okay.
I was too serious. And it's like, it's like I think almost everybody's like that.
Yeah, I feel like I've come close to doing stuff like that, and I like either something happened that didn't happen, or I wasn't up for it. I guess I don't know. It's like I want to make sure I'm more focused on myself at the moment to help focus on someone else.
Right. Well, I think you need to save it until that final time when you go down to Tijuana and you go to a donkey show, and that's.
I have a friend. He's telling me that as soon as I turn of legal drinking age, he's taking me to a bar and he's going to get me so drunk that I won't know what happened.
That's an interesting story. That happened to me when I was 16.
Really?
Well, see, that's not legal drinking age.
No,
but,
that's not legal drinking age, Flex.
No, it wasn't. But me and my buddy went to the nature center, and we had a fifth 80 proof schnapps, and he says, "I guarantee you're not going to remember leaving here." And when my dad woke me up because I was sleeping on the wood pile in the backyard,
it's like, where am I?
With 2 inches of snow on me.
All right, yay! You got your first blackout drunk.
Yay!
All right.
I'm pretty sure my alcohol tolerance level is really low, so I'm pretty sure it wouldn't take long.
Yeah. I'll never forget my first blackout drunk. It was on. It's like I was 17 and legal drinking age was 18 in Texas at that time. It's of course 21. Mothers Against Drunk Driving ruined it.
Yeah.
But see, I was big for my age, so I could go into a liquor store and buy booze, and I would do that.
And they'd be fine because it looks legit.
Yeah, it looks legit. Like sometimes you get carded, and then you say, "Oh shoot, I left my wallet in my in my car. Let me go get my ID."
Some excuse.
Yeah, but if they don't card you, then you're home free. So my buddy bought this big jug of this wine. It's like, and I bought this big jug, and the jug that I bought was called La Boheme, and it was like I think a gallon or a half gallon of red wine, and it was $1.57.
Ooh boy, big spender.
So we worked at Taco Bell. Actually, a place called Taco Inn, which is kind of a knockoff of Taco Bell.
I love Taco Bell.
And it was a day off, so it's like we had our our wine. So I went through the drive-through, and it's like got my buddy to give me just the big size cup of ice. So we just kept filling the ice thing and drinking wine through a straw, which You can
Jesus
just really
Christ.
pound it down like
That
that.
is so classy. Oh my gosh! See, I love talking to older people because they end up telling me awesome stories.
Well, it was, when it came time to go home, they had me in the back of a pickup truck because I was puking and stuff.
Oh my gosh!
So they just took me. They stopped the car in front of my house. They guided me out of the pickup truck, and they put me in the yard, the front yard, that's where I flopped down. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in my own bed in a puddle of my own vomit. It's like all over my face. It's like I don't even know how I got there. My mom says she had my brother, take me into the shower, and
Oh my gosh.
whatever. And it's like
Yeah,
I was of course in trouble. Thanks, guys.
Aw.
Thanks. Just dump me in the fucking front yard.
Nice job.
Yeah.
And then speed off. Like, hey, get out of here. Oh man. Oh, so how did you get into gaming? What's your gaming history? We usually ask that up front, but what's your very first video games?
Well, I think that, oh God, I have to remember back. I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I believe the first game I ever played was the original Lego Star Wars.
On
Like
which system?
The 360, but it was the Xbox version. It was the really old one.
Oh, okay.
So that was the first game I ever played, and then from there I played a lot of Lego games, a lot of Sonic games. I slowly built up, and then I remember going to a Marine base, and I was in the gaming center, and I looked and I saw this bundle, and it was ODST and Halo 3. And I didn't know what they were. My first ever experience with Halo, I actually went to a friend's house, and he put me into a sniper 1v1, and I hated Halo. That was the first ever experience. I hated Halo when I first
This game
played it.
sucks.
I hated it. I played it and I didn't understand the point of it, and I hated everything about it. I didn't want to play it. So when I looked at it in the store, I didn't know what it was, and it was cheap, and I'm like, hey, I want to play this. It looks cool, and it has multiplayer. I've never played multiplayer before, so I got it. And it wasn't until I put myself and my brother into a custom game that I realized what it was, and I almost shipped it. I almost sent it back to the game store. I almost sent it back.
Oh, that close.
I was really close, but then I went on multiplayer, and it was on a BTB game on Halo 3 Valhalla, and I got a CTF game, and I ended up capping the first flag, and I've never had such euphoria before, and it made me want to continue playing.
Wow.
So Halo,
there you go.
Halo has always, whenever people say, oh, I love Halo, when I say I love Halo, I mean it has a magical ability about it which makes me want to play more, and it makes me happy about playing it. So that will always be my first memory of capping the first flag. I didn't know what I was doing. All I remember was the flag was right next to our base. I picked it up like, what do I do? And I saw a waypoint. My brother was yelling at me, go this way, and I just walked over, and I'm like, did I do it? Oh
my God, I did it!
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, but that was the first ever. And so that's what started me on the Halo path. And then ever since then, I can't stop playing, man. I can't get off it.
Can't get off it.
24/7.
He's on the crack pipe.
Yeah.
So did you do like the midnight launch thing of Halo 4?
Actually, so my brother actually pre-ordered Halo 4. I actually was cheap, and I didn't have any money when it came out. And I asked my brother, because I begged him to buy it for me in the hopes that I would appease him into wanting to play it also.
Okay, but he bought it, and not you, though, so it's his game.
Yeah. So the original Halo 4 we have is actually his, and that's why he gave it to a friend. But then when the Game of the Year edition came out, I bought that. Because I wanted to have my own disc, because I fell in love with Halo when Halo 4 came out. Halo 4 is when I fully started learning the metas of Halo.
Okay, so that's when you started to get good.
Halo 4 was when I first discovered what a 5-shot and what a 4-shot was.
Okay, so you played the hell out of Halo 4 then.
I don't think I played Minecraft when Halo 4 was out. I played a little bit of Minecraft, and even though I love Minecraft's creativity, hate me. I like its creativity ability, it doesn't have the thing Halo multiplayer has.
It just doesn't get you.
It doesn't get me. It doesn't get me where I need to be gotten. So that's what's kept me playing Halo, is that it always has the little dangling Easter egg at the end of the light. Like you're like, oh, I want to get this. I want to get this.
All right. So you're happy that the latest patch actually has put Master Chief to the place where it should have been on launch.
And actually, that's a question I want to ask you all. What games are you all playing on the Master Chief Collection? What is your all's favorite game? That's what I want to know.
Okay, when I play with other people, it's usually 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm not playing with other people, I'm playing Halo 4.
There we go. I mean, I'm pretty sure all 3 of us played that game almost 2 years when that game was out, when that was the only Halo game out.
I only discovered Halo 4 the summer of last year.
Oh, yeah, because I remember you made a commentary about that. You discovered it in the later days, just like you discovered Reach.
Right. Well, it's like, yeah, I'm a Halo 4 kid, not even the early days of Halo 4.
Even then.
Yeah.
Even then. Like, you can still call yourself a Halo player, and that's something.
Yeah, see, I don't like the old school people who are like, yeah, if you didn't play on the original Xbox, you're a Reach kid, you're a Halo 4 kid.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember I did go through a little phase like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, he played Halo 3. Oh my gosh, he's a tryhard. I'm going to die. And then I was just like, it wasn't until I got a little bit more chill that I realized he's a Halo player. I can't say he's a Halo something. He's just a Halo player.
Right. Well, it's like if you have an opinion, it's like your opinion doesn't matter if you're not like you're from, old school.
Yeah. I think what is it? There's a channel that they're known for being a little bit like that, and I think it's the Beyond Entertainment channel.
Beyond's channel, yeah.
They're the group that is there. There are a lot of them that are old school Halo fans, but even though they are nice people, don't get me wrong, they are very close-minded on who is allowed to have a good say in anything.
Yeah. Shut up. You don't get to talk. No, I am looking forward to Halo 5. It was fun.
That game was so much fun. I played Halo 4, I played Halo Reach, I played Halo 3. That game was, when I first played it, I'm not going to deny it, I hated that game so much.
Really?
I actually, the first game, I asked my friend Keaton, the first 2 games I played, I was raging. I didn't like the guns. I didn't like the way the sensitivity felt. I didn't like anything of the maps, nothing. But it was not until he actually knocked me off the map. He forcibly knocked me. He said, James, calm down, just chill, take a chill pill, and wait for Sniper. Because Sniper was about to spawn. So I'm like, fine, I'm good. Wait for Snipe. And I'm sitting there as the timer's counting down right under my feet. He comes, thruster packs me off the map. And I fall off the map, and I'm yelling, Keaton! And right at the end of there was when I started to enjoy it, because it started having the random fun factor that anything can happen in this sandbox.
Yeah. Well, I saw some of your Halo 5 vids, and you looked like you were doing good. You're doing good.
It took me 2 games to enjoy it, but once those 2 games were over, those are in the past, and now I am looking forward to Halo 5, because not only is it a new game and I'm excited for it, I'm excited for custom games. I'm looking forward to testing out and seeing what kind of things we can discover in those games.
Yeah. It's going to be good because it's going to unite all the Halo players and all the new people who will become Halo players.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of people out there who have machines, and they're going to get Halo not because they love Halo, because it's a new AAA game. And a lot of people are looking to play a new AAA game, and when they play Halo, they're going to say, "Oh my God, I really
awesome.
like it."
Yeah, and I think that's what 343 is trying to do. They're trying to appease most people. Like, hey, if you come to this game, it has settings because it wasn't until Halo 4 that they added the Call of Duty setting, like for your controller.
Right. And I use that. I'll admit, I used the fish sticks.
I used it too. like when I was figuring out how to quickscope, I decided, hey, easiest way, I'm gonna go with Call of Duty. I'm gonna learn how, I'm gonna understand how they play a little bit.
Yeah,
And
well, scope it in by pushing down a button is crazy.
it is
that's
like
nuts.
I admit I don't like it, and the Call of Duty control I like much better. God hate me, but after doing the fish stick layout for a while, I went back to the Recon, my Halo 3 roots. And it took me a few games to get used to it, but it wasn't until I got my first quickscope with that setting that something clicked in my head. Something clicked, and it was a satisfying like little click. Like that quickscope with the joystick, it felt really different, and it felt really good. And I don't know why, but I've stuck with Recon ever since then.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well,
very
when Halo 5, the beta came out, I think the default control scheme was universal aim and shoot, which is fish stick.
It was. And I was okay with that. I actually changed it to Recon, and I have to say, how do I put it? The guns, like the SMGs and stuff, when you're scoping in, they are meant, I feel like they are meant, it's almost like a Destiny gun or a Call of Duty gun. They feel like they're meant for aim down sight.
Aim down sight, yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing that balances, or not balances, but the thing that throws all that off, and I would be playing on fish stick on Halo 5, but the thing that throws me off is the D-scope.
Right.
That's the thing, because when I was using the aim and shoot, I was able to just hold down the trigger and then just shoot. It was less things going on in my mind instead of like, oh, scope in now, scope in out, like that. It was weird. I don't know why, but it was really weird.
Well, every
And so, like,
other
when I was on
shooter
yeah.
uses that control scheme. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield, Destiny, Killzone, Call of Duty, you name it.
I
Any
think
like obscure,
Crisis does that.
pretty much every shooter that's out there uses that basic control scheme. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Left 4 Dead. I mean, you know, it's like almost all of them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's about time that they kind of updated that. Now, of course, the old school people who are used to their bumper jumper and stuff are going to be pissed off.
Doing the
They
flaw.
still got their bumper jumper though. They still got it.
Yeah, we still got it. Like, I didn't use bumper jumper. I tried to use that, and I have a huge respect for people who can play on that kind of controller scheme, because I tried to use that and I died within seconds. I was like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, see, I've got my crutch. I use the universal aim and shoot or COD fish sticks or whatever, and I have a scuff controller, so I can do all my jumps without taking my thumb off the control.
I did not know that you had a scuff. Do you have a scuff?
No, I don't have a scuff.
See, I did not know that, and that... Ooh, sneaky. Sneaky.
Ah, sneaky. Yeah.
Sneaky Snoopy.
I have a scuff for Call of Duty, and I have a scuff for Halo.
That's actually really cool. I've had a friend recommend Scuff to me a lot, but I never... How do I describe it? I never really wanted to buy one because... One, Xbox One controllers are almost the same price as a game.
Scuffs are almost the price of a console.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just an extra button.
That's why I couldn't get a scuff.
And
So
even,
close.
I have to admit, even my PlayStation.
Oh, wow,
Once-
dude.
I got addicted to it. It's like I want to be able to jump, and you can do the Gandhi hop,
Yeah,
and
you
all
can
that
do
shit.
everything all at the same time.
Yeah.
I had a
that's it.
friend, he came to my house, and when he first picked up my Xbox 360 controller, he was mad because I didn't have a scuff. And I said, what is a scuff? And he said, how do you not? And he actually physically slapped me. And he's like, how do you not know what a scuff is? And I got mad because he slapped me, and then I had to learn, and then I learned, and I'm like, I guess that's really cool, and I guess I could like that, but I don't need one at the moment. I'm kind of good with my setup right now.
Yeah. Well, once you get used to a scuff, you sort of are crazy spoiled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, everybody at the HCS is using them, right?
Really?
Aren't they?
I don't know. I don't keep up to big date with the
I
HCS.
don't know.
That's like the big tournament guys, Optic Gaming and all that stuff.
Age Shot, Neighbor, Ghostiyami, Snipe
Right.
Down. I remember,
Well, I mean, They can get sponsored by Scuff. I mean, it's like, why wouldn't they? It's like just one more sponsor that they can get money from.
Yes, of course. Actually, you remember when they had the 343 Pro team and the Ricochet tournament thing that they did for Halo 4?
That's probably before my Halo time.
There was a time when they had the 343 Pro team, and there was like an online tournament they did where they were playing against other people from the community and regular pros.
So you had Ghost and Bravo and those guys.
It had I know it had Ghostiami and it had Neighbor, and I can't remember who the other two were, but I know that it had Neighbor, whose gamertag was Nabot, and then had Ghostiami with his original gamertag. And what happened is they were roaming in the Ricochet playlist. And I used to have a gameplay, which I think I deleted, but it was a gameplay of me and I think Dragonaut, Modest Major maybe, and one other person, maybe Chewy Nut Cluster, and we ended up matching them. And I've never felt so belittled in a Halo game in my life.
You played against those guys?
I played against them. I've played against them. I almost got an out BR, and I almost got a quick scope, but other than that, I only touched the snipe for 2 seconds. I touched the ball none. We lost like 0. Like they had all the Ricochet points and we had 0. It was literally, I've never felt so like slapped in the face, like had my whole Halo career smacked in my face.
It's like you're a 3-year-old.
Yeah, I've never felt that way in my life. And so when that happened, I was like, holy cow. And I actually sent them messages, and I have it on my computer, the screenshot of them sending me a message, GG. And I was really happy that two of my heroes got it, they sent me a physical message saying GG, man. And I was really happy.
Wow, did you save that gameplay?
I'm not sure I saved it. I know I had it on my my Halo 4 hard drive for who knows how long. But when I went through my OMs, like right now, all the OMs are on my computer, all the clips. I went through 4 solid hours, and that's 2 sessions of 4 hours going through my all the clips I had in Halo 4. Because when I started out Halo 4, I was a noob, so I was recording stuff that wasn't worth uploading, like maybe a double kill or something. Like a double with an AR. That's what I was. Oh my gosh! Double!
Oh my god!
And
you can't get a triple. There's not enough bullets in it.
Actually, no, I didn't get triple that. I was about to question if it was possible, but they'd have to be all one shot. That would.
You'd have to do a melee, or you'd probably have to do 2 melees to get 3 kills with a AR.
No, actually, I know it's physically possible to get 3 with 1 AR shot, because I know that one time I shot a guy and he was one shot, like you know how on Reach where you have the tiny bar health?
Yeah.
He was right there, and then another guy was one shot, and I still had about a third of a clip left. And I feel like if I had meleeed the guy and then fired, I could have got technically all of them with with AR. I feel like that's possible. I feel like I want to try this now.
Yeah. One time I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and I was in a lobby with a guy who actually has a pub stomping channel. His name is King Soviet.
Really?
And it was a domination match, and he got the biggest kill streak that there is in the game was a swarm. And he got a swarm on the first round. And then there's a break, and then you got a swarm on the second round.
Oh my gosh. that's like in the Halo equivalent of getting 2 unfriggin' believables in 2 different rounds of bomb assault on Halo 3.
Well, the thing is, there's a skill gap in the world. I mean, if you look at Pop Warner football and you look at the NFL and the Super Bowl teams, okay, it's just like that with gaming.
Of course.
It's like the people that we think are, the people that we think are good at video games, they're probably the football equivalent of AA college level or something.
Yeah. And then there's people that are actually good, and they're professional level. There's many different versions of skill. Hockey players have some skills that soccer players don't have. It's just normal.
Right.
That's expected. I played Call of Duty one time. I played it twice. And I will admit, I enjoyed the game because it did have an interesting skill gap. It's very much like Destiny. Destiny is Destiny's like a merge between Halo and Call of Duty. I don't think they should be mixed that well, but the MMO counters. But I like Call of Duty because it has a good feel. Like the controller it fits perfectly. The controller layout fits perfectly for the game. I like the game modes they have in it, like Search and Destroy. I like stuff like that, and I really like it.
Yes, I'll be right back. Keep going.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay.
You do this every week.
Yeah, we do this every week. I'm fine.
Get a bucket. Yeah. Pay no attention to those splashing sounds that you hear on the mic. Yeah. It's a very fluid feeling game. It's smooth.
Oh, yeah.
It was always 60 frames a second. So
Yeah,
it
that's
had that going
I
for it.
noticed about. Like when I first played the game, like it was when I was a little bit lesser skilled, but I first played it. It was a 1v1, and I don't think I lost, but I did get a few really good quick scopes, like through walls on the kid. And I was really happy about that. But I played it, and there was something about it. It didn't feel like I could play the game forever, but it felt like it wanted me to play every day because it had a great feeling about it. I will admit, if I had to go to a game that was not Halo, I would choose Call of Duty because not only can you load out with a sniper in your class, but it's so fast paced and fun and fluid that I feel like it's fun. It's a fun game.
Right. So have you tried Battlefield?
I have not tried Battlefield, but I look at it and I feel like I would enjoy that immensely. I feel like I would enjoy the giant open world that can happen in that game.
Right. Well, as I understand it, sniping is much, much harder in Battlefield than it is in any other game because you have bullet drop.
Yep.
Yeah. Have you played Sniper Elite 2?
No, I haven't. Flex, I think you. Yeah.
I've actually I got the game free on Xbox on the Xbox 360. My brother got it, and then he got me to play it. My philosophy when I pick up a brand new game is put it to the hardest difficulty. I don't think I've ever discovered how bad of a real life sniper I am until I played that game.
It was real.
It was so interesting. Actually,
that's the game where you have like the X-ray of the bullet going through the guy's head.
Yeah.
Right.
In slow motion.
Actually, I didn't get a lot of those. I ended up getting testicle shots.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, those are like it explodes and it was like, oh.
It's like, and you see like a medical grade cross section of the guy as the bullet's going through him.
Yeah, you get to see that.
That's actually a pretty cool mechanic, man.
I think that is actually a cool mechanic. I feel like Halo can't really adopt any more mechanics without saying it's copying off of something because Halo's so old. But I feel like if there was a new game that came out that had similar mechanics like that, I think that would be a really interesting game.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't have something like that in multiplayer because while you're sitting there watching your
you could
shot.
die.
Yeah, but in a single player, like time stops for everything else. Nobody is shooting you while you're doing that.
And those kind of stuff. I like single player games when it's just me and I'm like, I don't really want to play multiplayer. I don't want to edit. I just want to sit back and relax and just game. I like doing single player stuff like that.
Yeah. So you must have played through the Halo campaigns. Like since Master Chief came out, you probably played through all of them.
I have played through all of them on normal, and I'm working on Lasso, and I've never experienced such anger at a game. I know I can be pretty chill sometimes, but when I go into Halo CE or Halo 4 to be very precise, and I press a button on Lasso, and then I have to get to the other area while the thing's moving, and I'd have to not die, and then when I'm there, I then have to take on 3 Promethean Knights. I'm terrified and I'm angry.
I don't know how people do it on Legendary.
I don't know. It's like how do I describe it? It's like Minesweeper people who play Minesweeper on like the hardest possible difficulty. I feel like that's what the Halo like speedrunners are. Like they look at it, they break the game, and then they figure out a new way to play it. Right.
Well, that's cool. But I just want to enjoy the experience.
Oh yeah.
It's like, and I'm not good enough to. I mean, I die plenty in normal difficulty.
Oh, I know. Like even normal is like, it can be terrifying sometimes. When like I had a moment in normal, I think it was on the Halo Reach. I couldn't get past the beach scene because the elites kept like turn around with their insta kill.
Yeah, and like
it was scary.
you know, grunts are throwing grenades at you. And it's like you just happen to step in the wrong spot, and boom.
It's all over.
It's almost over. It's all over, man. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh my god.
So it's like, what else do you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Well, we could go into politics, world events, religion, philosophy.
Those are. I feel like that would be like that should have like a warning label on it. Warning: opinions expressed will probably make you offended.
We could talk about games that are coming up, but there aren't any.
Okay. Well, all right. A game that just came out. Everybody's talking about it. Is Bloodborne, PS4 exclusive.
Right, so I don't actually know what Bloodborne is. I've seen the trailers and I've seen maybe one and I've heard about it, but I don't actually understand the storyline or anything about it.
Well, it's like Dark Souls.
Okay.
It's Dark Souls. It's like if you know anybody who's played that, that's what. And the thing about it is, it's hard as fuck.
Oh God.
It's this game. There's only one difficulty. There's no choices.
Is it one difficulty?
There's only one difficulty, and it's hard as crap.
Boy, that sounds like Super Meat Boy.
And they have the save points are few and far between. So prepare to hate the game.
Yeah.
I feel like I would enjoy that game because that feels like it hinges more on survival.
Yeah, it's like a death is like a gigantic. There's a penalty for dying in. Like a lot of single player games, like you die, you just start over. You're like, oh yeah, I'm 10 feet further back than I was. This game, it's like there's like a half an hour of time wasted.
It's like one of those games where like you have to go through the whole thing perfectly, or else you start all the way over.
Yeah. It's
very
very
like
punishing.
the Iron Skull on Campaign.
Yeah, it's brutal. Apparently, that's what everybody's saying, and it's getting really high reviews. It's like its Metacritic,
Really?
I think, is like 93 or something.
Holy cow!
A lot of places are giving it 9.5, 10 out
Wow.
of 10. But see, I don't want to play a game like that. I have a PS4. Flex, are you getting Bloodborne?
I can tell you someone who I don't think is going to play that game because he loves to feel powerful and pub stompy.
Who's that?
Major.
Actually, I think he tweeted out that he really wants to play Bloodborne.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to play it.
See, I don't want to play it. I'm not getting it.
I don't want to play it. I don't want to play it either.
It's like, well, first of all, it's just like, it just doesn't look like it would be that. Even if it wasn't that hard, it just doesn't look like it's that fun. It's kind of mostly a slasher.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's like,
It's like the Order they cranked up on how great the Order was going to be, and it was late coming out, and it was really short.
Yeah.
really short, and a lot of people found it dull.
Really?
I watched some streams of the Order when it came out, and it's like, man, this game is boring. It's boring. It's like every now and then you'll have a Gears of War like third-person cover shooter situation.
Yeah.
But and you'll fight these like ridiculously stupid AI that are extremely predictable. But those are few and far between. They have like all these walking and
walking
and talking, these cutscenes and these scenes where you pick up an object and you look at it and you turn it over, but it doesn't actually mean anything. And quick time events.
Quick time events. Hey.
Press the triangle button. It's like you didn't press it fast enough, you died.
That sounds like Dark Souls.
Yeah, that sounds. It just doesn't. It didn't look like my cup of tea. Although the graphics were very good.
Sometimes all people need is graphics, and they'll like the game. Sometimes that's all they need.
Yeah. Now, of course, Xbox had as a launch title, it had Rise: Son of Rome, which was supposedly really good looking. I
was actually surprised that the launch title that they had for the Xbox One was Rise and not Master Chief Collection. I think that's one of the first times. That's like one of the first times that Microsoft has not put their like little godchild in front.
Right. Well, probably the team just didn't have a game ready. It's like obviously they didn't, because even a year later they didn't have it ready.
Yeah. They didn't have anything ready. I'm not going to go into any conspiracy theories. I've heard a lot of conspiracy theories about the 343 team and the Bungie team, but all I can say is I'm disappointed, but I'm happy it's back to working. I'm happy it's working now.
Yeah. Put down your pitchforks. But see, is it too little, too late? So many people have moved on.
That is so true.
They sold a lot of Xbox Ones for that, though. So
They did. I can confess, I bought my Xbox One, and me and my other friend convinced another friend to buy an Xbox One. My friend. He sold his Xbox 360 and his controller and his Halo 4 games.
That is a damn shame.
And when it came out, we tried our hardest. We could barely play custom games. We were able to play them, but it was only on like Halo 2 Anniversary and Halo 4. We couldn't play Halo 3 or Halo CE because they were just so jumbled up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it's fixed now, but there's like what I grieve for is like there's a whole generation of new Halo players that would have adopted it, that would have like, this is now my game. I'm now a Halo guy, and they're not Halo guys. They moved
because
on.
They went on, and it was either they got pub stomped so hard, or they didn't like the way the game felt because it was broken, or they had too many glitches. Something or other happened, and we did lose a lot of potential Halo players. And it's weird saying that because it makes us sound a little bit like a company. It's like, we've lost all this stock. Why can't we have more of the stock?
Well, whatever game that you're into, you want your community to be as big and as vibrant as you can possibly have it. Yeah. And, whether it's Destiny or Call of Duty or Battlefield. Yeah. And the Halo community was small when it was Halo 4.
It was small. Good Lord. Like, I think the only reason I know anyone from the community is because the Halo community was so small that I actually found them.
Yeah. If you played Halo 4, you would have found those guys.
Oh, yeah.
You would have found them.
I'm 100% sure I've played against Major when he had his original Major, like, modest Major account.
Major of Minors or whatever it was.
Yeah, like, I
or
feel
Major
like
of
I've played against him, but when I first started, I feel like I've played against him before. So when I first met him, something seemed weird about when I first met Major. And then when I played against him in an octagon, it was solidified that I was going to end up playing with him more.
Right. Well, see, it's like when it's that small, it's kind of like a small town. You know everybody.
It's you know everyone.
Sooner or later, you're going to run into everybody.
Yeah.
But, if you're playing Destiny or Call of Duty, those communities are huge.
Yeah, like I actually started watching some Call of Duty content for the first time, and I actually I kind of watched the stereotypical Call of Duty content where it's like, oh, little kid gets trolled, or oh, a 1v1 kid gets trolled. I watched the stereotypical, but then I started looking a little bit deeper, and I actually did find a few stuff which I actually really did click the subscribe button once. I actually did enjoy.
All right.
I like it's weird because I'm a mainly Halo player, but I can appreciate the game and I can appreciate the skill behind it. But not only that, I can appreciate the content creators.
Yeah, well, there's good people. I mean, there's good people doing Destiny content.
Oh yeah. Like I know a channel that does Destiny and Halo.
I follow one guy who's just strictly a Battlefield channel, and he's so funny. He's English, and he's just hilariously funny. I don't play Battlefield, but I subscribe and I watch all his videos.
Yeah, I know this one channel I like to watch, and it's one of the bigger ones. I like to watch it because the content the guy produces is funny, and I like funny stuff. Like, funny stuff helps me be happy.
That's it. Now, what about that controversial YouTuber B Dobbins FTW?
So I remember you posted a tweet saying this guy's going to get huge. I remember you made a tweet like that. So I have watched a bunch of his videos. When I first discovered him, he was maybe at 25,000 subscribers, and then he boosted up. And I watched all of his videos.
I watched a ton of them. I can't say I've watched them all, but I watched a lot.
I watched a ton of his videos, and the thing I noticed, yes, he did kind of break the YouTube system, but it's not actually that hard when you think about it, because all of his videos are controversial, so they're gonna get views because they're raising opinions that A, people don't want to hear, or B, he knows that they're going to spark a fire.
It's like he's like the truth teller. It's like, that movie where the guy puts on the special glasses and he can spot the aliens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Roddy Roddy Piper.
I feel like I remember it.
Yeah, I think They Live or something.
Roddy Roddy Piper.
Yeah, it's like he can see right through. It's like there's like, okay, here's the situation with the current situation with Halo. Here's the current situation with Call of Duty. It's like here's Destiny's situation. He was like spot on, in my opinion. Now,
Yeah, I feel like he did say the truth, and I did like that.
Yeah, now he's very controversial. Some people hate the shit out of him. I know Frozen Sword can't stand him.
Yeah, Frozen. I saw Frozen Sword being really mad, and I feel like it's a little bit too easy to get on Frozen Sword's nerves anyway. But
well, that's probably true. We've had him on the show.
yeah, we have had him on the show, and I do like Frozen Sword. He actually was a good friend of mine when I first started out.
Yeah.
The thing I noticed is he hated B. Dobbins because he had no logical. Because he said, if I recall, he had no logical facts. He had no points. He sounded like because if I recall, he said he sounded like a rambling 12-year-old.
That is so opposite of the way I see it.
Like because the way I saw it was he was making logical points. He was telling the truth a lot of times, but at the same time, he was like his video on like why you should not buy Halo 5 because like 343 will make it is yes, he does.
He said don't pre-order it.
Don't
he didn't
pre-order.
say don't buy it.
He didn't say don't buy it. But the thing I did notice, he did say a lot of things like why you shouldn't buy the game because 343 has proven that they're not a competent company and stuff like that. I admit.
I think an argument can easily be made that is the case. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's absolutely the fact, but evidence evidence is that they don't know what they're doing.
Yes. Although I'm hoping and praying that after this MCC crisis, that when Halo 5 comes out, they will have learned, because you only learn through failure. Like, let's be honest, you do learn a lot through your failures. So I'm hoping that they will be knowledgeable enough to give us a working game off launch.
Well, if they don't, it's over.
If they don't, I will be on CE. If you ask me,
it's all over.
Yep, it would be all over.
It's like just it's a dead duck.
Oh, good lord! 343, please.
Yep.
But Xbox One itself is not exactly a masterpiece.
That thing, let me tell you, when I first got the Xbox One, I loved it. Then I started learning how much stuff they changed, and I was like, "What you doing here? I don't understand this."
Why is the party system messed up? Why is it so hard to do this?
Yeah, like why I get like you've replaced the home button with like it takes you to the home screen. And I think that's okay. I think that's an interesting.
At first glance, it looks the same, more or less.
Yeah, it looks the same, more or less. But then, like party systems, and then just the way the way the system works and flows, it's not so simple. Like you have to press like 5 different buttons to add a friend, and then like maybe 6 to defriend someone.
It's crazy.
It's just too much stuff.
I'll tell you right now, PS4 is actually ahead right now. PS4 is ahead of Xbox One.
I agree with that. I agree. What I've seen so far of PS4, I think PS4 is a better console than the Xbox One. I like a lot of the features it has, how the interactive controller and stuff. I think that's actually really ingenious. It like took what the Wii Remote had and then it put it into a controller. Mm-hmm. I really think that it was cool. When I first saw the PS4, I saw the Playroom, and I was I was actually, I'm not gonna lie, I really was kind of amazed, and I almost bought a PS4 instead of an Xbox One. But then I remembered Halo, and then
I absolutely, Titanfall was what sealed the deal for me, because when Xbox One was being, when you were having to make your choice, we knew that Titanfall was going to be an Xbox exclusive.
Yes.
And it's
they
like,
were
okay,
hyping the shit out of it.
They were hyping that thing like it was no one's business.
Yeah, like Titanfall is going to take over the world.
Yeah, I remember Major said stuff, and he was like, "This game is going to take over. This game is awesome. It rocks." I remember when that came out, many YouTubers put out content,
Everyone was like, "This is awesome. This game is awesome." A few weeks later, they were saying the opposite things.
Yeah, it only lasted about a month before the honeymoon was pretty much over. For but I like it. I still like it.
I admit, like, if I had the game, I'm pretty sure I would play it now and then and enjoy myself if I wasn't playing CE all day long.
I can't believe that your favorite game is CE. I hate that game. Oh my god, the spawn killing. The spawn killing.
I know, but like, I can't describe it. But there's something about the way the sniper feels. This is something I've always like in choosing which is my Halo I liked the most. The sniper is a very key factor for me because I love sniping. So when I played Halo 4,
what did it for you?
When I played Halo 4, the sniper was good, but when I played Halo 3, the sniper was a little bit better. I don't know why, but it had a nice sound or a feel, and it felt really smooth. Then when I played Halo 2 Anniversary, the sniper felt very much like Reach and 3's combined. It was very fast, very movable. I could pull off insane quickscopes because the bullet would move a little bit. And then when I went to CE, I discovered how fast it's physically possible to quickscope on that game. I've been getting a few clips at right now.
Yeah, and I just love when somebody else has a sniper and they're pointing it at where you're going to spawn.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually got actually this morning I got spawn stuck.
Yeah, you can't move.
I got spawn stuck. No. Like, I spawned in, and someone predicted where I was going to spawn and tossed a sticky grenade at me.
Yeah.
I got spawned.
Not on CE. You actually got spawn killed on CE.
I know. It's embarrassing. But, like, I flipped out. I dropped my controller, turned off the recording, and I went upstairs, and I just sat down at the table with my face down. I was, like... It was like that photo of the Master Chief where he's just sitting there with like donuts and coffee. It's like,
I have that picture.
That's how I felt. I was so like, oh my gosh, how did this happen?
Give me just a second here. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll be right back.
Okay. So how about Yam?
He's a trip.
He is pretty cool. Actually, I been meaning to wonder. So, what is both of your all's real names? That's something I like. That's something I like to do. I like to call people by their real names.
My name's Tony Green.
Yeah, Tony, and then his is James, right?
Yeah.
When I found it out, I'm like, okay. Normally I find another James around.
Yeah. I met him in another clan, and
really.
Yeah, and they were kind of jerks, and we ended up going to this clan called the Crap Clan, and that kind of fell apart, and now we're in Sub 1, and it's like mostly older guys, you know, they're slower and stuff.
So, real quick, Tony, go ahead and tell me a little bit. Go ahead and tell me a little bit about what is it that drives Tony to like play games? I want to know that a little bit.
I'd say a lengthy background in computers in general. I was an IBMer. I had an original PC back in '80.
Ooh.
And played with that quite a bit, and just got into gaming, and it consumed me. You know, I mean, I love it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever see any of the older episodes where Flex had his man cave situation behind him, all those posters and the lights and all that stuff?
I have seen a few older episodes, and it's really trippy when I look at it. And it's either a stark contrast from the background, or you both look really younger. I'm sorry. I guess that's just my my small age. Excuse me for being like so young.
All right. Well, see, the funny thing is like, we know we're old, but we don't feel old.
Yeah, like that's what I've noticed. Like, just me personally, when I get older, I notice it feels the same.
Yeah, I mean, It's like the thoughts that are going through my head when I'm playing video games are the exact same thoughts I would have if I was 30 years younger.
Exactly.
You know?
So, I mean, that's what I like about gaming is that you can meet people, and it doesn't matter what age, you all have a common interest, and you can become friends. That's the coolest part.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I like playing with you guys. That's why I like playing with a lot of the other people.
Gaming has brought us together. And also people from all over the country and all over the world.
Including the stereotypical Mexican connection and stuff, and so on and so forth.
So do you have a good connection or do you have a not good connection?
Okay, so when I'm playing, out of all the Halo games, when I play Halo 2 Anniversary, I have terrible connection. But whenever I play any of the games, I have good connection. My internet provider normally is not very good. I have this out-of-the-way brand, which is Windstream. Not sure if that's around to you guys.
No, don't know about it.
Minnesota.
So a 10-minute commentary probably takes 6 hours to upload, right?
Actually, that's pretty accurate. That is pretty accurate. That's why all my videos are like around 3 minutes long.
Well, it would be a bitch to upload Bulletproof Underwear on a bad connection.
Oh my gosh.
An hour and a half, 2 hour.
If I uploaded that, the numbers of like the little minutes of how long I'd have to wait would be into thousands.
Well, one time I had to do it. I was at a motel. We had motel internet.
Oh, good Lord.
I brought my laptop and I had to upload the thing on there. It's like I started it. It's like on like Saturday or like Friday in the afternoon. And by Sunday, when we were just about to leave, I woke up and it's like, oh, finally, it went through. It uploaded.
It's like, I don't want to have to be here another day. I want to leave now.
And that was at 480 resolution at 25 frames a second.
Oh, my good. Wow. Like, it takes forever to do stuff like that, man.
Yeah. Now, do you record at 720 or 1080 or what?
I record, and it's just me personally. I have friends who tell me it's better to record at 720. I like 1080 because I like rendering them out in 1080. When I play the older games, there is a large amount of like pixels being lost because they're older games, but I like it because I don't know, like when I get a click on the little setting, like, oh, would you like to render this? I'm like, oh, I'd like to render this. It makes me feel regal and classy.
I'm going Cadillac.
Yes.
Well, then you're going to have to get an Elgato with 60 frames a second, man.
That is, they're actually, even if you have the Elgato, the one that you guys have and I have, that one can do 60 frames per second.
Wait a minute. I
I
don't remember seeing a setting for that.
No, you have to manually twitch it around.
Yeah, I know you can specify manually. You can specify the resolution. Right?
It took me a little while. I actually had Unishek. He actually helped me figure it out. He actually helped me figure out the render settings for how to upload in 60 FPS. That's the thing that I was very thankful when he told me.
Wow, I did not know these could do that. By the way, Unishek is a rock star.
I'm talking about Unishek from the Halo Unishek.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a rock star.
I don't have an Elgato anymore.
Crazy. Oh, what happened?
I had a lot of problems with it, and I got pissed off and just went and bought a Hawkeye Pocket Rocket so I could hook it up to whatever I wanted.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
You've been using that.
The Pocket Rocket, yeah. I have a friend. He told when I first wanted to get a capture card. I think it was Carl's commentary. All he told me to do was buy the Hawk. He said, "This thing rocks, dude. Get this, not the Elgato."
He's insane. He's insane. The software.
That's what he used.
Well, I mean, getting good, footage captured is one part of it, but the software where you can go back in time.
See, I don't use that.
You don't use that?
No, I just I get on a game, I start the recording, and I just if anything happens, I'll be able to cut to it later. Like I do get a few times where like the video will glitch. I think you know what I mean when it happens. It does that every once in a while, and like you have to delete the file because you can't use it.
Well, yeah, Elgato is not perfect.
No. Well, then again, nothing is perfect.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I have had over time. I've had some periods where the Elgato was like flaky and did weird stuff, and it wouldn't complete a whole game.
Yeah, I had a session like that where I was not able to record. So for a few weeks, I just didn't record anything, and then I realized I want to upload, but I don't have any content. I guess I have to record. It's like I had to mode.
Well, I have to admit, it's like I have way more content than I have ideas for commentaries. So it's like my hard drive is just loaded.
Yeah, that's why I've just been editing them, and I've just been putting them to like music, and I've just been uploading the raw clips because that's a little bit easier.
a little bit easier than trying to think of a commentary. That's always been like, I've never been big on making the commentaries, but I'll listen to them for days on end.
Right. That's my favorite kind of videos, commentaries, and you do that too.
I try to do it.
Now, do you script it word for word, or do you do like an outline or bullet points?
I will sometimes, if the commentary I feel is worthy enough to use a piece of paper on, I've tried to write down my words, but my personality comes in a little bit, and I sometimes go rambling on and off.
He's off script. He's off script.
He's off script. What are we gonna do? It's like stuff like that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I kind of just like, I have the idea in my head, and so I speak it. And if I don't like the way it came out, I'll write down the main points of that commentary, and then I'll just do the whole thing again. But I'll try to get to those points a little bit better. Like the last commentary I did, it took me about maybe 4 times to do, because one time my dog started eating. He decided to eat my chair. So I'm sitting here making the commentary, and you're hearing, you're just hearing the grind. I'm just like, castrate you right now.
You could just say, pardon that, that's just my dog eating the chair. Just don't mind that, and just keep going.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I try my hardest to like get it like good, because I'm a little bit meticulous sometimes.
So do you do just one record through, or do you like cut pieces of audio? It's like, this is something no one knows. I cut my nose out of commentaries. My nose, if this mic, it picks up my nose when it goes. So have in between like a talk session, you'll hear me stop, and I will inhale through my nose, and you'll hear that in the commentary, and it sounds like I have like a Oompa Loompa or something. Okay, so the pauses, you're doing like a noise gate, or are you just cutting out sections?
I'm cutting out the part where it's very clear I am breathing. It's like I cut out parts like that. Like otherwise, everything else is synced fine, and I don't have too much problems with how my voice sounds. But I like it because I feel it's a part of me which no one knows about, but it's thing that makes me, and I like that.
It's like, oh my God, now that you said it, I can't help but notice you. It's like this offensive nose noise. It's like killing me. I can't take it. It's like, oh my God. So are you a snorer? Do you snore? Have you been told that you snore?
I've been told that I sleep talk. So that can add to the weird factor of me, I guess.
Oh, well, so you better not ever have an affair.
Oh my God!
Like down the road, you're married, and it's like, I hear the secrets in your sleep.
I remember.
I hear the secrets that you keep. You know.
There was a moment where my brother and I had to share a room for when we were out, like at a house, and he said that he couldn't get any sleep because I was giving a speech because I was president. I was talking in my dream. So he tried to record it, but it ended up coming out jumbled because he was like moving around, like around my face while I was trying to sleep.
Wow. Okay, that just gives me an idea. Flex, I know you're subscribed to Drifter. He made a commentary, 2 commentaries in the last 2 weeks. If I were president.
Really?
Yeah. Part 1 and part 2. And he just like went over is like, okay, say I'm the supreme ruler, and it's like I'm more of a king, and I don't have to go through Congress to get things done. It's like, here's what would change. I would do this, I would do that. About the education system, I would do this. About the military spending, I would do this. You could do a commentary if you were president or if you were king.
It's kind of weird to imagine our president gaming and then making a commentary as his speech. Can you imagine that? Like Obama just posts like a Call of Duty video, like, "Hey guys, it's Obama here. I'm here giving you this nice speech."
Well, if there's any president that we've ever had that might have played video games, I think it might possibly be Obama.
Yeah, I've seen like photos of him sitting down and like supposedly playing so and so game.
Oh, really?
I saw one photo of supposedly he was sitting down on the launch of Halo 4.
Really?
Supposedly.
Obama's a Halo player? Oh my God! I wonder if I can.
For sure.
I wonder, Flex, can we get him on Bulletproof Underwear?
Let's get his gamer tag. Let's get his
I'll do my
gamer tag.
best.
Like, welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 3078.
Episode 200. We have Obama.
Pleased to present the President of the United States and a hell of a good KD.
Oh, good Lord.
But he's a camper. No.
See, I ad lib all my stuff. I don't
Yeah.
do outline bullets or nothing, and it shows sometimes because I get too many ahs and ohs and
Yeah,
okay.
I'm the same way. I free ball it.
Oh, yeah. Like, I like freeballing it sometimes because I feel like it gets a little bit more of the personality. I love Lurker Zero's comms when he writes them down because they always end up so articulated.
Right. He's kind of the master of that.
Yes, and I think Delementary was until he stopped.
Well, he was when he still used to make commentaries.
Yeah, he
Hold
was. He was.
That's my sister. I'll call her back later. That's my dog Peaches. Peaches is a Chihuahua.
Aw. I have a small Esky and a Doberman.
Wow, a Doberman.
Yeah.
Has he ever killed anybody?
She's never killed anyone, but she did actually keep her house safe on New Year's Eve one time.
Wow, chased away a would-be burglar.
Not so much chased away, but scared away. Like he came up to the door and he tried to. It was the door that has like side windows. She came up to the side window and stood up on the window. And since all you see is an outline, it looks a little bit like a demon with like the ears and everything. And I remember Mom freaking out, and I ran down and I looked out and I just see a guy running. And I'm just like, I'm very thankful.
I think you could say it doesn't look a little like a demon. I think it looks a little more than that. Probably a lot like a demon.
Yeah, but I mean, it's funny because everyone's scared of Dobermans. She is actually the biggest baby I've ever have. I've had almost every single dog breed out there because, like, my family at one point we ran a shelter through our house.
Oh wow!
We had all types of dogs. I've been attacked and bit up, and I have yet to find a dog I'm not afraid of. But this dog is a baby. Like, she will whine when she doesn't get covered up in her bed.
Oh no, princess!
Yeah, she's a princess, and it's so embarrassing because when you meet her, you're like, oh, scary dog. But once you get to know her, you realize, oh, you're a little tiny little bitch.
She's really a Paris Hilton dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
So all right. Paris Hilton. Speaking of that, I saw one of my favorite videos today, "Looking Through the Glass" by Stone Sour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Really?
It's got a chick in it. It's got a chick in the video that looks like Paris Hilton, and like all these people are. It's Hollywood.
Yeah.
And they're going through the video, and all the people are turning into cardboard figures, like in Hollywood. Like everything. Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. That sounds actually really interesting.
Well, show of hands, who has actually watched the Paris Hilton sex tapes?
I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, did.
Naughty.
Well, I mean, it was like a few years ago, and it was like, let's check this out. She's enthusiastic. She is enthusiastic.
No, I did see Tommy Lee drive a boat with his Johnson. That was something.
Yeah. I saw the Tommy Lee. What's her name? Pamela Anderson. Yeah, Pamela Anderson.
He was driving a boat with his tool.
Yeah,
wow.
He's got a decently. He's got enough to show. See, that's the thing. You don't want to. If you're a dude, you don't want to do a sex tape if you don't have enough to speak of.
I think that's why there's so much pressure on the internet about dick size.
I think you're correct.
As it relates to KD.
Almost choked.
We all know they're one and the same.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'd say we had a pretty successful first outing here with young Master James Hawkeye.
Thank you.
So it's like, would we be able to ever get you on another episode?
Oh, easily. Like, if you just call me up and say, hey, we need a guest, I'm your man. I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm ready.
We like that kind of stuff. Now, because, let me say, if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 143.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're a loser. No. We love you. So, we got this thing that we do at the end. Are you up to the challenge? You know what we're talking about, right?
I'm up to this challenge.
You're ready. All right.
I'm ready.
So, this has been Bulletproof Underwear, and we'd like to thank our extremely good-looking, young, thoughtful, intelligent, good Halo-playing guest, Mr. Hawkeye. Yeah!
You're buttering me up.
Well, you're a good guest. All right, so I've been your co-host, Yam Juice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
And I've been your guest, Hawkeye.
And now I do this.
He's a human bobblehead.
No, actually, like just the head.
He's a bobblehead doll. Uh-oh.
I've never been called a bobblehead. I actually got called a fish gorilla.
A fish gorilla?
Fish gorilla. Well,
What the
I can
hell?
sort of see it. Funny voices, and he does funny faces.
Flex.
All right, so there's only one thing left to do.
Yes, there is.
You want to tell him what to do there, Hawkeye?
Take us out, Captain Flex.
All right. Bloop.